What is true emotional intelligence? High emotional intelligence is far more important in intimate relationships than excellent conditions or a pretty face. Women who can attract and maintain high-quality partners all have high emotional intelligence. However, most people's common understanding of high emotional intelligence often has misconceptions. Many people view making others feel comfortable as a sign of high emotional intelligence, so they sacrifice their own needs to cater to others, which is essentially a form of pleasing. Many others believe that being good with words equals high emotional intelligence, so they are keen on learning various so-called high EQ scripts online. However, in my view, high emotional intelligence is not about pleasing others or memorizing scripts. What's the full name of EQ? It's called emotional intelligence. In other words, emotion is the essence of EQ. Its core lies in the management and regulation of emotions. This includes not only controlling one's own emotions but also identifying and understanding others' emotions, making emotions a powerful tool for achieving goals rather than being a slave to feelings. So how can you make emotions serve your goals? Psychological trauma and emotional triggers. First, you shouldn't have triggers that make you hurt or overreact when touched by others. What does this mean? Psychology believes that when people encounter things beyond ordinary experience, sometimes long-term neglect, emotional abuse, physical abuse, or violence, it forms psychological trauma in the mind. Once psychological trauma is formed, it often leads to feelings of helplessness and insecurity in intimate relationships and becomes particularly sensitive to words that might evoke psychological trauma. The other person can't mention it at all. Once mentioned, you become sad or angry. This makes it very difficult for them to interact with you because they don't know when they might unintentionally touch your psychological forbidden zone. Self-awareness and emotion management. You should know that there's no partner in this world who completely understands you and fully comprehends your inner pain. Moreover, due to differences in cognitive thinking, many times what you consider sad and embarrassing might not be a big deal in others' eyes. We can't expect others to always take care of us. If you want to reach a point where your inner wounds don't hurt when touched by others, you need to learn to detect your own pain points first and desensitize yourself. Because only when you don't overreact to these pain points can you master your emotions. This will make it easier, more comfortable, and more relaxed for others to interact and communicate with you. The broken window theory and self-projection. In fact, when you become aware of these pain points, you need to establish a self-cognitive system. There's a saying that puts it well: how you view your own wounds determines whether others respect your wounds. This can be explained by the broken window theory in psychology. The broken window theory originally meant that if a window in a building is broken and no one fixes it, soon other windows will also be broken, and eventually, someone will break in. In relationships, you can view your wounds as broken windows. Every time you have an emotional breakdown due to psychological trauma, it's like reminding your partner how pitiful you are. Over time, they will develop the idea that you're not worthy of love and start to neglect or even despise you. What's worse, they'll know exactly where it hurts you the most, and once they're emotionally charged, these wounds will become weapons for them to attack you. Do you understand? True high emotional intelligence, self-acceptance, and love. Simply put, everything external is actually self-projection. If you think this wound can destroy you, then others will think you're a fragile person. But if you don't take this little pain seriously at all, then no one can hurt you. However, asking you not to care about your own pain doesn't mean we should always endure. Smiling forcefully no matter how we're provoked, which would bring us back to the vicious cycle of fake EQ that's all about pleasing others. To truly not care about pain, it must be because you've accepted yourself from the bottom of your heart. Those experiences that once made you feel ashamed, sad, and angry. All these negative experiences, you can face them calmly and allow all your emotions to flow freely, neither suppressing yourself nor criticizing yourself. This in itself is a manifestation of loving yourself well. And only after you love yourself well, your energy naturally increases. Not only can you do what you want to do, but you also have more energy to accept others. You can handle others' shortcomings, problems, and emotional fluctuations with ease, rather than always attacking with defense mechanisms. This is true high emotional intelligence. If you enjoyed this series, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Your free likes are the greatest encouragement for me. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.